This is what we've waited for.
Welcome to another video, track and field fans, as we discuss the women's 100 meters for the Jamaica national trials. I will be discussing who I think will make the top three and also who could cause an upset. So as you can see the list on your screen, the entry list, I'll start off with the Sherika Jackson, as the position states, 1, and I'll also be giving her the first place position in the event. She has looked really good in early season. I think that she wasn't really fully in her training or in terms of speed training, because she was either we know that Frano doesn't really show his hand early in the season. He mainly focus in a championship season. He really focused on his athletes speaking for trials and also for the World Championships or the Olympics, whichever year it is. So for me, we will be seeing the best of Sharika going into trials and also World Championships. So for me, she will be the number one in the event. We'll see Alana Reed, another bright female prospect for the future. She did phenomenally well at Boys and Girls Champs, where she ran a sub 11 time, which really popped her eyes open at how phenomenal she is. So she will be the one for the future. I don't think she will really oppose any threat in this event this year. I'm looking forward to seeing her next year, where she will be a pro and possibly will be getting a better. So I'll look out for her for next year in terms of going trying to qualify for Olympics. We'll also look at Kevona Davis, one that think hasn't reached potential that I hoped she would reach after when I saw her at Boys and Girls Champs. I'm hoping that she fulfills that talent. So far on the college circuit, for me, honestly, the college circuit is very grueling and seems to have she hasn't really kicked on like I wanted her to. So I don't think she will be in the mix for this event. Tina Clayton, one that we are looking towards for the future, one that has a bright future, a very determined person like that. For me, she has a championship mentality that I like to see in athletes. One that will always give it her best. If you watch the interview with Frano, seems like the athlete could bring a surprise, so we can look out for that as well, along with also her sister Tina, who he stated has improved a lot as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they can produce at the trials. I am thinking Tina, looking at Tina, I could possibly, looking at the other personnels in the race, I'm thinking that she could quite possibly finish, say, in the fourth place position. Because looking at other athletes, I'm thinking that no, I'm gonna bump her up to third place. I'm gonna put her in the third place position. I'm looking at the quality in the field, but I'm gonna bump her up to third place. As much as I thought that she wouldn't be in the mix this year, I was looking forward to seeing her next year for the Olympics. But so from what I've heard from Frano and knowing her mentality, I'm gonna bump her up into third place. We're gonna move down now to Elaine Thompson, who we know has been having not the best of so far from the best of season. Doesn't look to be anywhere near her best. Seems to be off it. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna give this is going to surprise a lot of person, but I don't think she will finish in the top three for this event. I think she will fall short in the event. Looking at Sasha Lee Forbes, who is getting better, who seems to be on an upward trajectory. She's one that could cause an upset in the event for me. She's the upsetter in the field. Looking now at Brianna Williams, who we have been clamoring for to make a change approach, which she did. She has changed. She suffered minor injuries earlier in the season. She seems to now be back on track and getting better. She ran two races with equal in time of 11.04. So she seems now to be back on track, and also her final third of the race, it seems to have improved a little bit. Maybe injuries has hampered her in terms of getting a lot better at it. But I have her finishing second in this race. I have her going sub 11 in this race. Now we'll move on to who other I'm gonna look at Natasha Morris. Natasha Morris is one that you see the potential, but the consistency is not there. She'll run a fast time now, and then she goes off. She like you wonder what is going on. But I think if she can put together a series of races, she could pose a challenge for could cause an upset in the race. Also, Kemba Nelson, one that they made the team on the last World Championship, one for the future as well, came out of college and now is back on home soil, and now is didn't see much of her this season. Seems I don't know if they suffered any minor injuries or earlier in the season, but either she's one also to look out for. She's also one that could cause an upset in the event, but have her I have her finishing in the fourth place position. Now we'll move on to Ramona Burchell, one who is one that is always there or thereabouts. She hasn't hit the sub. He hasn't hit the sub 11 class or sub 11 bracket as of yet, but she seems to always be there. She made the relay team for last championship. I think this field might be just too much for her. I have her making the finals, but apart from that, I don't see her making the top three. Also, we'll look at Tia, who spoke earlier on, where Frano had stating that she has made some improvements. Well, not some improve, a lot of improvement. I honestly thought that both twins would be for next year World Olympics, but Frano says it, and also Frano is a renowned coach, just like when he did with Shelly, when Shelly break out on the scene in the 2008 Olympics. We never heard anything of Shelly, and then bam, she announced herself on the world stage. So you cannot discount the ability of Frano and what he can do, and also the ability of the athlete. So the combination of both can spring a surprise on us. So yes, there could be a lot of surprises at these national trials. There could be a few persons who will not make the team, in the naming Elaine Thompson. I think she will not make the team, and it could be a fairly young athlete who will be going to the World Championships for us in the event. So as I stated, Sherika Jackson will be finishing third. I have Brianna Williams finishing second, and followed by Tina Clayton. And also, if there's going to be an upset, I have a few upsetters in this race. Would be Sasha Lee Forbes, Kemba Nelson, and Tia Clayton. So this event for me is going to be the event of the championship. So it's going to be a mouth-watering race. So let us see how it transpires. If you guys have any difference in opinion, please feel free to share and discuss in the comment section. Name out your top three and also your upsetter or upsetters. This is the end of the video, guys. Until the next one.